What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Mateo Family Vibes. I wanted to make a video about what are the best ways to actually move money to the Philippines, especially if you're coming here to live, right? If you're coming here to live to the Philippines, you need a way to essentially move your money from the States over to the Philippines, right? So what are the best ways that you can do this, right? Because there's many ways to do it. I'm going to share with you some of the best ways I feel that you can move your money back and forth between the U.S. and the Philippines. So let's get literally right into it. We're literally talking about apps, right? Is what we're going to be talking about. What apps do I use? And what apps work the best? I think it's important to understand that one of the most important aspects of when you're transferring money over to any country, whether it be here to the Philippines or to anywhere else, is the exchange rate, okay? Because this right here can literally make you or break you with fees. So the fees that a lot of these apps or even places charge for the exchange rate are astronomical. And so if you're doing this on a regular basis, it could literally add up to hundreds, if not thousands of dollars over your stay here in the Philippines. So very important to understand and to really get a grasp on, what are the best ways in order to move your money. So let's jump right into it. Now, the first app I think that for the most part a lot of people use is Wise. So Wise is a very popular app that foreigners use to send money over to the Philippines. So typically you'd see them, you would receive your money a lot of times within minutes. Most of the time within an hour or two, and if you're doing it, I think through, if you're doing it to online wallets, like let's say a Gcash wallet, typically it gets there pretty fast. If you're doing it through like a bank transfer, it'll take probably a couple of maybe 1 or 2 days or so. Now, I think one of the things that is going to lead to you having an advantage here, especially if you're living here, is to have a digital wallet. So like a Gcash wallet or an Amaya wallet or some type of digital wallet that you can use. Because a lot of these apps allow you to send money to those wallets. And sending money to those wallets becomes a lot easier and a lot quicker as well, because you get your money in minutes. Now, Wise is the first one. The second one is going to be Remitly. That's also another popular app here in the Philippines that a lot of expats use to send money. Of course, same kind of concept. You have the ability to send to Gcash and things of that nature. But I think, the express fees, or the express fees on Remitly are quite a bit higher, to be honest with you. So that's another app. A third app would be Western Union, good old Western Union. Now, when I first moved, so windy, but the good old Western Union route. So I actually used to use Western Union when I first moved to the Philippines. It was like literally the main one that I used was the Western Union app. The problem with Western Union, and I would say this, I would never use Western Union again, is the fact that they set limits on how much money you could transfer over. And like literally if you're transferring over like money like every other day or something like that, or even once a week, every week, and it's like $200, $300, $400, $500 or whatever, they'll literally flag your account and they'll just stop you from being able to process any transactions. And so that's what happened with me. is apparently they didn't like me sending money over to the Philippines. And so yeah, they put a lock on my account or whatever, and they couldn't tell me the reason, right? They would never tell me the reason why can I send money, over, but whatever, it is what it is. So Western Union is a way, just know that there's very limited limits on how much money you can send over and how frequently you can send over money as well. So that's one thing. The fourth app is MoneyGram. MoneyGram app. So for me, the MoneyGram app has been an absolutely great experience and a great app for me. It's honestly the main way that I send money over, and I send it directly. You could send it directly to your Maya, to Gcash, and literally I get it within minutes. So we're talking within 2 to 3 minutes, if not faster sometimes. But yeah, so for me, the MoneyGram app, huge props to MoneyGram. Now, a couple things about the MoneyGram app is the fact that you do have kind of like monthly limits, and the limits are actually from not MoneyGram itself, they're from Gcash. So if you have a verified account on Gcash as a foreigner, you're able to send, I believe, up to 100,000 or something like that, 100,000 pesos a month. Now, for someone who is a local, their actual limits are a little bit different. They can send up to 500,000 pesos, receive from Gcash. So that is something that you do have to be aware of. Is if you're using MoneyGram, you can send MoneyGram to different digital wallets, but if you're using Gcash, just be aware that you're limited on Gcash itself. So MoneyGram has never limited me on the amount of money that I can send in a month or anything like that. So it's, to me, it's worked great, and it's worked reliable for me so far. And most importantly, when I send money through MoneyGram, I don't get charged any fees. I don't get charged any fees at all. So, and I can show you what I'm talking about. I'll just show you what I'm talking about right now. So you can see that it literally doesn't charge me any fees. It says 0 fees. But yeah, so if you are using MoneyGram, again, I don't know why I don't have any fees, to be honest with you. I'm not going to complain about it, obviously. So I do know that at the very beginning, when I first started using MoneyGram, I did have fees. The fees were 99 cents per transaction. But for my most recent, ever since for a while now, I have not been charged a fee at all, no fees. And when I look at my bank statements, my US bank statements, it just has the MoneyGram for the transaction, 650 whatever dollars or whatever, how much money I sent is what's taken out of my account. So there are no fees. So that's really the one of the main reasons why I use the MoneyGram app. So as long as it keeps working, that's fine. And that's honestly, those would be like the top 4 ways that you can get your money over to the Philippines. Obviously, you could do bank transfers from bank to bank, but that takes a while to do. So if you plan it right, you can start moving, money right away. So for example, to pay like our bills here and stuff like that, we start moving money, probably like 10 days before. So because on the MoneyGram app, you can send, I want to say in one transaction, to send it specifically to Gcash, you can only do like $840 or something like that. But you could do that transaction twice in the same day. After twice, it'll say you've reached your limit for the day. And that's for sending it directly to Gcash. You can send much bigger amounts, obviously. You just choose your bank account So if you have a Philippine bank account here, you can just do it that way, and there's no kind of like limit that you could do to a bank account. But to Gcash specifically, it's about $850 or so, give or take. I try to play with the numbers a lot. It also depends on the exchange rate. Now, that's another thing. The exchange rate is not that bad at all. I get pretty good exchange rates on MoneyGram. So, I mean, I have Wise as a backup, but MoneyGram is what I use 99% of the time. So I would highly recommend, if you're over here and you have a Gcash account, use MoneyGram, at least for the small stuff. I mean, I use it for everything, honestly, and I've been here 3.5 years, and it's never let me down. There have been times, though, I'll tell you this, there have been times when I needed to send money over and MoneyGram had an outage, and it was like a global outage, and it was towards like the end of the month as well. So that kind of messed up things for a day or two. But I want to say it was down for maybe a day, honestly. But besides that one time, it's never failed. I've gotten all of my transactions, most of them within less than 30 minutes, and the rest within like an hour. So I can only speak on my personal experience, and that's what my personal experience is. I'm sure if you YouTube, other channels on YouTube, they'll tell you their own different experiences and things of that nature. But I think it's important to at least know the options, but have also the personal experience. And if it's MoneyGram, that's my personal experience. So anyways, that's another video here for you guys. Hopefully it brought you some value. Please let me know in the comments below. Do you guys have you used any other ways to transfer money over to the Philippines? Do you do it through bank-to-bank transfers? Yeah. Has anybody ever done crypto, by the way? Has anybody done crypto transactions over here? I'm more interested in that. If you've done crypto here in the Philippines, let me know. I'm very interested to hear how you got crypto over here and things of that nature, because that right there is a pretty interesting topic to talk about. But anyways, like always, guys, please make sure to share, like, subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.